Because we talk so heavy about, I promise, that's the episode that we help unlock you with. So what happens is you have to, it's just like with, delayed gratification. There we go. There we go. We talk about this. Episode 38. Analogy. Well, we see Scrooge McDuck walking around in that circle. And the more he walk around in that circle, it's a trench. The more he walk in that circle out in your brain, when you have certain pathways, you have certain thoughts, that's what they do in your head. Right? That's what they do in your head. So if you keep doing that, if every time you feel a certain way, you spend money, or every time you feel a certain way, you eat. Every time you do something, some people addicted to whatever, drugs, porn, whatever it is. You build that neurological pathway in your brain. And every time I feel stressed or whatever, I go buy something. All right, you got to substitute that urge with something else, but something that's beneficial to you. Right? You got to substitute that. You got to substitute that with something else. So for me, it was putting my money in the market. That was truly, people don't know that would help me. Learning how to say, all right, man, let me put some money in the market. I put some money in the account. Because what happens is, I still feel the itch. I still feel the void. But I feel the void with something that benefited me and not something that took away from me. You feel me? I feel the void with something that benefited me instead of something that took away from me. Right? And what happens is, it doesn't change over time, because you've built that pathway over. What happens is, you've built that pathway over time. You feel me? You've built that pathway over time. Right? You've built it over time. I'm gonna tell y'all my habit. I buy books. I buy books that I do not need. That's books. Books on history. right? And so for me, it's books. I love to read books, but you have to find something else go. And so once we start taking in that perspective on changing these neurological pathways in our brain, then we stop. Because what happens is you lack the discipline because other things are keeping you off guard, off focus, and then you have other things that trigger you. Right? You having other things that's triggering you. Watch this. Some people can read a book for 5 minutes and the phone go off. They want to check their phone. Then they want to check the Instagram. Then you want to do this. And then you remember to do this. And then you remember to do that. And now you ain't read the book. Right? So now you got to force yourself to say no. That's what I do. Man, I don't care. When it's book reading time for me, everything got to go off. Everything got to go. I don't want nobody to, I don't want nothing to impede on this time. All the retirement people are, and let's go, Queen. Right? So you got to learn, it's the discipline that you lack. The discipline that you lack is keeping you from getting where you want to go at. So the focus should be on, how do I improve my discipline? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? We got to focus on, look, everybody like, damn, Trap, you hit me on that one. You feel me? So you gotta now learn, you gotta fight the urge. If I'm reading a book, so what do I do? What do I do when I'm reading the book? What do? I turn my phones on silent. I turn my phone on silent. So now when I read my book, I got the phone on silent. Now I can't hear when they coming. You got to tell your brain, no, I'm reading the book. You feel me? I go check the phone. No, I'm reading the book. Somebody text you, they can get me later. I'm reading the book. You feel me? I'm about to go do this. Nope, I'm reading the book. And the reason why you got to say it loud is because you can't just say it in your head. You got to say it loud because now you're taking control. No, I'm reading the book. You feel me? So if you got the phone in another room, your brain gonna say, go check the phone. But that's taking you off focus. So you gotta say it out loud. No, I'm reading the book. Focus on the book. I promise it's gonna help you. I promise it's gonna help you. You gotta say it loud to yourself. Don't just say it in your head. No, I'm reading the book. That's how you develop the habit. That's how you're going to develop the habit. Because you're telling yourself, no, I'm reading the book. Okay, bet. And you don't got to do it for hours at a time. Man, give yourself 20 minutes. Man, I'm going to take 20 minutes out of the day and read this book. That's it. I'm going to take 20 minutes out of my day and read this book. I'm going to take 20 minutes out of the day. I'm going to take 20 minutes out of the day. Read this book. And go check the phone. No, I'm reading the book. Okay. Man, you know you need to go do this. No, I'm reading this book. 20 minutes. That's it. Chapter a day. Facts. Done. It's over with. It's over with. Come back the next day, do the same thing. No. I'm reading the book. Don't put yourself in a situation to put the phone by you. Don't put yourself in a situation, put the phone in another room. You go in another room. No, I'm reading the book. I gotta finish this chapter. After this chapter over, I'll get back to whatever else I gotta do. You gotta start with those little incremental things. Cause we gotta see, everybody looks for the big old shift. Everybody look for this big old shift. And we forget it be the small things. It be the small things that help you get the momentum going. I always say acceleration causes momentum. It be the small things that help us get where we gotta go at. But you got a discipline problem more than you got any other problem. You lack the self-discipline. That's it now. And you do that consistently, what happens is you now develop a new habit. You developed a new habit. Somebody say, remember back, it's a fact. You developed a new habit. So if it's not for me, it's when I get in the car, the urge to listen to rap music. I don't want to do it. And I'm not saying I never listen to it, but certain music, anything that's kill, murder, drugs, I don't want no part of it. So when I'm listening to Miles Road, TD Jakes, I listen to certain songs, but it got to be something that's empowering. I don't listen to I can't do nothing with that. Because now what happens is, watch this. We all are recovering addicts. We all are recovering addicts. No, I'm not saying you don't have to listen to it at all. You know, we all got our thing, right? But like in a gym for me where people need music, I put Eric Thomas on. Right? What's up, love? Right? So we all are recovering addicts. Well, Trap, why did you say that? Well, we're all recovering addicts. So one of the things that a recovering addict should not do is put themselves in a situation to relapse. Hey, Floozy. We all are recovering addicts. So why a recovering addict should never put themselves in a situation, environment for them to relapse. So certain music I'm not gonna rock with. Siraj Wahaj is my favorite. Siraj Wahaj is my favorite. Somebody asked what emails do I listen to. Siraj Wahaj is my favorite. I just found a guy on Instagram, one of the emails on Instagram. I'm gonna start checking him out too. So what I'll do is I'll listen to stuff that helps me build up my tolerance. Because I remember Eric Thomas told me someone was on tour. He said, Trap, I'm one decision away from losing it all. Boom. If I'm one decision away from losing it all, I need to consistently get myself as further away from that one decision as I can. I need to get myself as far away from that situation as I can. You feel me? So I'm in the gym, I'm listening to E.T. because he hollering. You got it. I'm like, all right, E, God damn, all right, bet. I'm going to set the standard, E, bet. I'm going to do the root work, bet. Bet. Beast mode, bet. You know what I'm saying? Bet. That's my go-to. I don't even really listen to a little Nip here and there. You know, I listen to some Nas. You know, I listen to some old Pac when he went, particularly like Machiavelli. You know, I listen to some stuff, but I'm not killing myself. A lot of the murder. No. I screwed your, no, I don't, that's good. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Currency for sure. But currency a ride music for me. He not a workout music. I ain't getting nothing done listening to currency. You know what I'm saying? Jocko go crazy. Yeah, Jocko crazy. Right? So it's, no, I can't envy a young boy. I cannot envy a young boy. Hove, yup, for sure. Big, for sure. So it's being able to pivot, y'all. You got to pivot. You got to be able to give yourself that. You can't put yourself in a situation where the music going to influence you to, I know about La Russell, where the music going to influence you to change. Because whether we know it or not, the music is being internalized. And if you're trying to go a certain way, and you put yourself in any type of rhythm that pushes you back, you're doing yourself more harm than good. So, you have to develop new pathways. And as you develop those new pathways, you start to then see the change in yourself.